sure I can do that. It's Sean's currently on the lap. Sadly, it's just gonna be me commentating today. No co-time. That sucks. That puts it's Sean up to 3. And he is on that. I'm really good for this. Puts him up to 8th. See how he does here. Actually, matches what have we done with his. We'll ride back with Harold in a second. We'll see what time actually next. 4-0. Alright, hold on one second. Hello? Sup? Alright. Sadly not. Wait, hold on, sorry, what? Alright. So we now have a tow-tom. That's nice. Or I can do the tow-tom, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Yeah. Alright, Squares is on his lap. His previous pass is only 4. See how he does on this one. Pony Factor is actually watching. I have a little lap. Oh wow, I didn't even notice. 103.3. That's a pretty good time. Alright. Alpha's on this hot lap, or out lap, I mean. Yeah. Pretty close. 10th, under a 10th, separating the top three. Oh. What's that about? CJ Paynes didn't improve on his time. He wants to be on another lap. Oh, no, he's going to the pits. But Alpha is on a lap. I'm going to run on board with him for it. Takes pole by 2/10. Well, seems regular torque is coming to his favor. I'm not. Conductor might be on the lap. I'm not sure. He does not. He doesn't improve his time. I think Patch is also on a lap. He is. The final couple corners. It was very wide. It was really late. So where? Yeah. I don't think the team will let him. Square is just doing his own thing. All right. Mice is on a lap now. I didn't think they didn't let him set one, but yeah, he's turning on his lap. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't improve. All right. Now, the top three seem to be very close, so I'm expecting very close race till the end. They will definitely be fighting throughout the race for the lead. I forget who's in third, but they were also pretty close too. Yeah, Fire Team. Those three most likely will be fighting throughout the race. We'll see though. Before the race, or before quali, well no, during quali, one of the people were saying that there's supposed to be a rain, I think it was, at the end of the race. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go with my favorite. I want to go. I'm going with Alpe. He seems very strong right now. I mean, he was really extending that track, so he's really taking advantage of the regular corner cutting. So maybe he will take that through the race, do the same thing he did in quali. Maybe pull away, who knows. But it was very close, so I don't know. guess it should be. I'll check real quick. Be able to hear you now. The party chat volume was, I don't know why, it was really low.
Alright, well, let's see. My picks are going to Fire King P3. Good qualifying for him. I know him. This is one of his best tracks. We'll see how he performs. And real quick, I'm going to go CJ Pants P11. Racing some other leagues. We'll see how he can do. Maybe some points.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Stevie Cat who
And
jumped.
just like what happened in Tier 2 in Belgium last weekend. It's his AI.
And
now
they
the
are
rest of the field is going.
Fire King
That's-
a horrible start.
Oh, wow. What happened to him? Conducted, not jumped by it. It's shot too. He's up to third. Oh, Red Bull's off. That's... well, that's Dread.
Right.
He's... I think that might be his AI. Nope.
That's VC2.
Higher
who started.
BNP.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Other Red Bull's off. They're having a very bad day right now. Stevie Cat is back, I think. His hands are a very comfortable lead. I'm not sure if we should tell him to slow down or not, but yeah, he got a big jump start. His AI just jumped it completely. I'm not sure why.
There's some contact between Fire King and Crispy Hang. It actually put Crispy Hang into the wall down the front stretch. Wow. So
CJ Pants and Fire Team were side by side. Fire Team gets a better traction out of turn 3.
these two have a history in another league, so we'll see if that carries over. CJ Pants with a late dive bomb.
Wheel banding and everything.
Very,
He's
very
really wanting to get this position. They are not being patient with each other.
No,
I guess they have a bad history.
Yellow flag. That is AlphaTauri. That's Patrick EC.
What happened to him?
I believe he's second in points right now. So.
Oh, that's gonna be a big problem for him in the championship fight.
He's sideways. His tires are shot.
JC Tart up the inside of its shot runs very late, or very wide onto the runoff out of turn 3. So Shots gets back. He's going for a late dive bomb, or late his dive bomb on a shot. Pushes him off track. Conducted joining the fight. They're side by side going to turn 6. I don't even know.
Shot.
But
Drops down. Now side by side with CJ.
oh wait, oh that was CJ. I don't know why I thought that was Conducted. This might end badly. CJ thinks better of it. He backs off.
Smart move. Oh, both ran wide, but CJ with a bigger run. Evil Matrix Pits. Trying to look down the inside. It's gonna work. And the Red Bull again.
Sure
who's left on.
Yeah, he's having a lot of trouble right now. He's pitted on the hards. I'm not sure what's happened to him.
Fire King's got a good view of this battle between Shot and CJ Pants. You have to remember, Fire King started P3, had a horrible start, dropped all the way down to like P10, He's trying to work himself back up to the front. But has to get
Yeah,
to
and this
CJ
fighting
shot.
this fight between CJ and Shot is really helping him get back.
Now, question is, what are these guys? Oh, that's McLaren of Meister. He was up at like P5, and he spun out. I wonder what happened to him.
Oh, he's just shoved off by Dart Schreider. That is, yeah, that's a safety car. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw at the last second Meister that pushed off.
Unlucky for Meister. But safety car does come out. That does help these guys. Question is, do they want to pit for maybe the mediums, maybe the hards, and then try and go all the way until the rain comes? Or do they want to stay out? Maybe gain
Who
control of the
knows?
safety car soon.
Stevie right now, he has a lead. I feel like he will definitely pit. If not, I don't really know. This is a weird situation. It's still early in the race. These softs can last a while around here.
He does come down. Will Alpe follow? Alpe will conducted. Will Cart will stay out. Davis is joined.
So does Shot.
Shot stays out. CJ stays out. Fire King dives in. Bianchi comes in. Harold stays out. Square. Everyone else, I think, behind. Stay out. Bianchi gets a 5 sec for speeding. And Alpe and Bianchi double stack. That's costing Fire King. Because Fire King can't.
That's not going to help him at all to get back up. Definitely lost a lot of time there.
That screwed Fire King because he was behind both Williams and was holding him up and he couldn't.
So Stevie Tat's on the hards. He's up to 4th. I'm not sure if it's a light rain or heavy rain at the end, but if it's a light, he might have made the right call. So does Conducted. He's on the hards and Fire Team. But most of the field that did pit went on the mediums. Yes. Medium tires. But the top 3, Harold's, Dart Striders, yeah, all of them are just they're gonna have a big tire disadvantage in a few laps here.
Yeah, they will.
Already they start to fall off.
Lewis got a 5 sec collision with Lewis. I think he might get that appealed. Looks like Lewis just ran into the back of him. Safety car here, lap 7. Jesse Cart, currently the leader. He did not pit under the safety car, as well as Shot, CJ Pants, CF1 Harold, Square, Strider, and other guys further on down. I don't think pitted. Well, Crispy Hang gets a 5 sec collision with Magic Ram. That might, that one might get.
Oh, what? I heard someone hit the wall. I didn't see who.
We'll
But
see
yeah, I definitely
who.
saw some grass get kicked up and I heard a big thud. So anyway, here they go. Conducted gets a good run, or CJ, I mean, on a shot into turn one. CJ loses out to that shot, holds on to second place.
Yankee down the order, makes a contact with the racing point on the start.
Shot ran very wide. That's going to give CJ a perfect run out of turn 3 up to turn 4 to get a good move on shots. Still side by side.
Wheel banging.
Still side by side. They don't want to let go.
Oh,
shots gets knocked.
Saves it. Here comes Stevie Cat. He did pit for the hard tires, but have to wonder, will he get a penalty? Oh, here comes Square. Oh, Square's around.
Oh no. That's
Contact between Shot and Stevie Cat, and I think Stevie Cat just turned down on Square. Unlucky.
wow.
Another thing, Stevie Cat did pit for the hards, but if you remember in Tier 2, Cameron got a penalty, I believe, for not giving the lead back. And I understand Stevie's not leading now, but he is leading the guys who pitted. And it's not fair to the other guys. So, we'll see what the stewards.
Pit. I didn't see the accident, but he must have done wind damage. He's still on the hards. He's definitely going to the end.
Yeah, he had some contact with the race. Chris Bang and Fire King battling. Chris Bang got around him. Chris Bang went to the mediums. Fire King got loose. He's on the hards. A difference of strategies here. Some guys went to the mediums, some guys went to the hards. These guys, I think, on the hards are trying to.
Yeah, a lot of people, well, only a few went on the mediums. Are hoping for the rain at the end to be a bit heavier and come a bit later, or earlier, I mean, for the intermediates to work. Alpe is going on the outside. Conducted's around very fast. Reset the track there. He's down in 9th.
JC currently leading by 4/10 over CJ Pants. They did not pit under the safety car. They might come in soon.
Yeah, they'll definitely be pitting in the next couple laps. These 10-lap-old softs are not going to be lasting very much longer, especially after those extra laps on the safety car. Conducted is getting a move on. Dart Strider, he defends.
Oh, saw some wind
And
damage.
Crispy goes for a big dive bomb on Conducted. That's just, I didn't really see it, but it was very unexpected. Conducted is going on the outside of the Alpha Tower. Can he make it stick? And I must have been a mistake. Conducted's up to 8th now. Square and Bianchi having a very bad race at the moment.
Oh, Crispy's out.
Oh,
I don't know if there was some contact with Strider. or what, but I just heard.
Yeah, he just beat off to the right there. Right before turn 7. CJ is right on the back of cart. He's not going to make a move here. He's very low on ERS too, so that's definitely contributing to it.
Fire King and Dark Strider battling a little bit farther back. These two made a lot of contact at Baku a few weeks ago, and Fire King didn't like him. Fire King did not like Strider. Strider wrecked him lap 1, and I believe wrecked him again. So we'll see what happens here as Fire King tries to gain on him. He does have the DRS, and will dive to the inside and will clear Strider.
Looks very easy. Strider didn't put up much of a fight. He is using overtake and DRS right now. He wants to pass already. Up the inside, pushes a Fire King wide, and Hatch just gets blocked off by his teammate. But Fire King loses out on that battle.
What happened? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, we got a spinner. Cart! He's gone from the race lead.
Oh wow. That's... He was doing very good too. And CJ Pants actually pits, takes advantage of the VSC. It's going to help his lead very much.
I think everyone that didn't pit under that safety car will come down this time. So what happened with Fire King? Because I didn't see.
Fire King and Strider were just battling a bit, and Patch was right behind them. Patch got past, so both have the towers.
Oh, and
up
here
past
comes
Fire King as Fire
Strider's
King just came flying past Dark Strider. Going
and
up,
go
going on
to
the outside.
patch. Couldn't quite get the move done. But he does have the DRS and the overtake button engaged. Will he clear him? Still side by side, a little bit of contact. But Fire King loose while doing it, but does get it done. That's good from the P5. I believe Matrix still has to pit again. And Alpay, who's on the mediums, will have to pit again as well. Question is, as Matrix goes down this time, when will the rain come? You can see it in the clouds, it's getting darker. Oh, and Matrix speeds in the pit lane.
Yeah, it's definitely getting darker. It looks like the rain will come a lot earlier than expected, but we'll see. Alpay is, I don't know nothing to talk about there. Conducted, he was in an accident earlier on, right? Earlier on in the race, unless I'm just not remembering stuff correctly. I might not be. But yeah, I think Conducted lost out a lot, and he's right on the back of Alpay, back up into 3rd. So he's made a good recovery. Stevie Cat's currently in the lead. But Alpay is catching very quickly.
As Alpay is coming to the back of Stevie Cat. This is for the race lead. Huge run by Alpay. He's going to easily get it done. Stevie Cat will fight back though. late. They're side by side
Very
now.
nice switchback.
Very nice, indeed. Alpay does clear him this time. So that is Alpay now, P1. Stevie got P2, Conductor P3. They're all three within a second, and then a little bit farther back, you've got Patrick VC and Fire King battling for what is, I guess, P4, depending on maybe Patrick and Alpay will both have to pit again. But it is getting a lot darker.
Yeah, it does seem like it's gonna rain a lot earlier than expected. That will definitely mix the Shriners. That's Patch Pits. I feel like he could have stayed out a lot longer on the mediums. We'll see what he goes on to.
He's gonna go on. I'm gonna say probably mediums again. No, he goes
No,
on
he goes on
hards.
hards. Wow, that's
I thought you'd go on the
Maybe.
mediums again, but
yeah. Maybe Jeff's telling him otherwise with the weather, but we'll see.
Patrick VC comes out behind Matrix and in front of Magic Ram. So that now puts Fire King P4. CJ Pants P5. But it all will come down to rain. It's getting darker and darker every lap. Now you saw Patrick VC pit. You thought it was early.
Magic Ram just, I'm not sure what he did there, but he just ran off track into the gravel. Must have gone for a late move or just missed the breaking point, but he ran far off.
Now you have to wonder because Patrick VC just pitted, and when he pitted with Alpay, they both went to the medium. So does Alpay pit before the rain, or does he wait?
We will see. It's definitely getting darker out there. It's still no sign of rain though. But Stevie Tan and Conducted, both in the hards, are keeping with Alpay. So that's definitely helping their strategy, both in the DRS. Allowing the top three to break away from the rest of the pack. Fire Team 4 seconds behind them, also on the hards. Oh, and there's an accident in turn 3. It's Magic again. Must have spun his tires. Are probably shot right now. But that allows Harold to get within 2 seconds of him. Quickly gaining still as Magic's tires are probably still a lot of gravel on them.
I would like to say
Evil
for
Matrix.
now. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Evil Matrix is on the back of Patch. He does not go for the dive bomb in a turn 2. He'll wait for a better opportunity.
Yeah, I would like to say, nice recovery for right now from Fire King, who had that horrible start, pitted under the safety car for the hards, drove himself up to P4, and depending on what penalty Stevie Cat gets, could maybe get a podium. All depends on penalties and the wet tires. As Conducted and Stevie Cat are battling. Oh, and
He
contact.
smacked her into Alpay. That might have gone him wind damage.
I can't tell. I think he's got. Might have light damage. Can't tell though. Evil Matrix and Patrick VC.
Yeah. Doesn't look like Conducted has any wind damage, surprisingly.
Yellow flag. Magic Ram pits. I don't know who the yellow flag was. I think it might have been Magic Ram.
The rain is starting to come down. Alpe might be trying to extend those mediums until it gets heavier, if it does get any heavier. Which it probably will. This is just little drops at the moment.
While we're at it, let's check penalties. Alpe has a warning. Conducted's got 3 warnings. One of them I think was collision. Stevie Cat's got nothing. Fire King has 2 warnings. CJ Pants has a warning. Shot has a warning. Lewis has a 5-sec, but I believe he served that. Matrix has a warning and a 5-sec, but I think he served his 5-second. Actually, no, maybe he didn't, because I think he's for speeding. Pat's is clear. Cart's got a penalty. Square 1 warning. Strider 3 warnings. Bianchi 3 5-secs.
Oh, and Magic is actually on the intermediates. Very early call for him. I just noticed that while we were looking at the penalties.
Oh, that's very early.
Yeah, he's just. I think either that's his AI or he's just a bad worker right now. Yeah, no, it's just. I don't know, it dosed him for a second, but yeah, very early call. That's gonna be slowing down a lot. But it does look to be getting fitter out there.
It does. Maybe 3-4 laps, maybe a little bit longer. As I think is when these guys will start to come down. You always want to try and stay out until you get the DSR. Oh my God, DRS disabled. Once you get that, that is a good time to pit. Oh, yellow flag.
CJ spun.
Shot will get by. That opens. That helps Fire King. Oh, and CJ into the barrier. He's purposely
he's just trying to die. Yeah, he just want to retire.
Is that a safety? Will that cause a safety car? He's off track. I don't think it will. I don't think.
It won't.
But if that
was on the back of Alpe, he's flying past. Jeez.
Alpe was a switchback.
Nice switchback from Alpe.
Wide.
Stevie Cat's trying to take advantage of that battling. He's using all his ERS to get to the back.
Late dive bomb from Stevie Cat. Almost spun himself. What saved it? Yellow flag, sector 2. Who was?
I think it was Fire King. I don't know.
He's gaining a lot. Maybe it was a lap car. But here comes Conducted.
Conducted has a lot of ERS compared to Alpe. Alpe not using any. He's just gonna save his.
Here comes Conducted to the outside. Oh, contact. Oh, Alpe wearing red. Holy shit.
He was a man on a mission. My God.
He cost himself the lead and second. Stevie Cat got by him. And look who's gaining on all this. Fire King. It's not down to
this is definitely benefiting his race. He was on 17 lap old hards though, same with Alpe or Stevie Cat, I mean, and Conducted.
Question is, will it be hard enough for the inches?
It still looks very light. And it doesn't look like it's getting any heavier at the moment.
Alpe is on 17 lap mediums. His mediums have got to be dead, if not, it
Yeah,
has been almost
that's-
dead, if not already. We'll see what happens here. Will the rain be heavy enough? Right now, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's fine for now. But I don't know if it's going to get harder.
You know, this is a difficult situation for Alpe because his tires are, they've got to be dead by now. If they're not, that's just crazy. This track doesn't wear the tires too much from what I've done, but yeah, he's still on the inters struggling a lot. Harold's actually on inters as well.
I just don't think it's.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's the time yet.
Look how much time he's losing. Just way too much.
But it's definitely getting close to inters.
Definitely. And we talked about, you know, the mediums and how old they are. Well, Fire King has gotten himself into the DRS of Alpine because of his very old mediums. So we'll see if Fire King can take advantage.
Yeah. And Alpe is in a very difficult spot because of his old mediums, and there's a couple of people that switched to inters, but it's still too early to tell. And
where
Alpe's got to make the decision to if he wants to stay on the mediums and just risk it, or if he makes the early call for the inters.
I would like to say dominant square. Oh, fucking! Oh, he almost spun it. But as I was saying, dominant square, he pitted. But he pitted for softs.
That's
like, I think he knows it's not wet enough for the wet tires. Here comes Fire King to the inside of Alpe. 4P3, still side by side. Alpe's trying to hold off.
DRS.
But Alpe got the DRS, which is surprising.
And Alpe has
Still
80% ERS saved up. He's got a bit advantage.
Oh,
Fire King slides wide, smacks the front end of Alpe.
Fire King clears by Alpe.
DRS is not being used by Alpe. And Fire King smacks Alpe wide. Does he have wind damage? I'm trying to see now. He does not.
More contact. I think. They spun.
That's from what I briefly saw. I feel like that might have been Fire Team's fault.
I think that was a racing. I think that was a racing incident because you saw, Alpe was riding on the curbs, and he came down across Fire King's nose. And Alpe does not pit. Alpe was also on very old medium, so his tires were definitely dead. You have to wonder, was that a part of the reason? He should go to the inners.
He's taking the risk. He's definitely betting on the track getting wetter. But at the moment, it seems he smacked the pit wall on exit, but it still looks like dry conditions. Let's look at Square actually, since he's on those fresh softs. He still looks to be very fast.
One thing I will say was these guys who are on 21.5 hards, you know, like Conductor, like Stevie, like Fire King, they may not make it. As Fire King's a pit, see what he goes on, see if he thinks it's wet enough. But I don't think they were gonna make it. So
yeah.
What is he gonna go to? He's gonna get a wing change and he's gonna go to the softs.
I mean, Conducted and Stevie have a very comfortable lead, a 16-second gap to Shot, so they could pit for softs and still be in a very good position.
Look where Fire King's gonna come out. In front of Strider and Alpine.
Oh, Alpe just missing the breaking point. Either that or those inters just still aren't good. Still doesn't look like the rain's getting any heavier. It's actually, I think it's drying up now.
I think it is. That's by Fire King. If he can really push here, I think some of these guys might start to pit again.
Oh, and Patch is around. He's hit the wall. He's missing a left front wing end plate. He's definitely gonna pit. Oh, he's actually staying out.
I think Conductor and Stevie Cap will start the pit, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. The gap used to be 16 seconds. It's now gone down to 13. It just shows you how worn their tires are. Its Shot has 50 lap old hards, and Steve Conductor was 23. So they might have passed the breaking point on those hard tires. They're definitely worn out by now.
Some guys I don't think will have to pit. I don't think Matrix will have to pit. I don't think Lewis will have to pit. And maybe I don't think Hart will either. But I do think maybe actually I don't know. Shot might not either. But these top two I definitely think will pit. Yeah. Or be in puncture, and the top 6 might be in puncture territory.
LP is actually pitted for softs. He realized the inters just weren't ready. He's had a very, very bad race.
Shot.
He was on pole. He's now in 12th.
After that contact with Fire King, just went south.
Yeah.
We'll see what the
Shot
stewards
very
will.
wide. Lewis is quickly gaining on Shot. Lewis is on 16 lap old mediums, though he might pit as well. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Only 5 laps left. And
I have to wonder. Fire King, who's just pitted not too long ago for them fresh softs, could he possibly get some of these guys? Like Matrix, like Hart.
It's definitely possible. He's gaining very fast. Those fresh softs against nearing 20 lap old mediums and hards, they've got to be a big advantage.
Shots and Lewis battling. This is for what is podium for right now. Shots going to dive it down. There was the other flag. Couldn't see who it was. But Lewis does get by. Shots. Oh, top 2 yet to pit. That's Fire King on those fresh softs, gaining a lot on Matrix.
Conducted has almost 100% of ERS. Sorry to cut you off, but he's just been saving the entire race. He's just now using it. He really wants to break away.
There's Fire King. Down the inside of Matrix. I think those fresh softs are too much for Matrix. They are. Matrix will have DRS. and the overtake button. The other flag in front of them.
I think it was just Sean Lewis. They were going very slow out of turn 2 or 3. I don't know why that's even turn 3. That should be turn 2. The two Alpha Tauris, they've been close together. This Taurus as Strider is a very bad hatch. He almost spins out. Hatch gets past.
Now 3 laps to go for the leaders on 27 lap old hards. I am impressed on how they have made these hards last.
No, tire wear around here isn't very. It isn't a lot, but I don't know. I feel like 27 lap old hards have gotta hurt. But
Here comes Fire King on those fresh softs to the back of the cart. Fire King gonna make a move now. Not quite. So gets into the back of him. Really needs to get around cart right here. I'll pay 5
seconds. He's pitted again. Why? It might be intercondition if he
Conducted's going to the pits. Stevie Cat stays out.
This is a very late call. This might mess him up. This might screw his race, honestly. And Conducted's, was that a glitch or he pit for softs, but it's just it was a green light. He could go. He just didn't. He waited a few extra seconds.
And look at this, Fire King P4, only 1.3 behind Shot. Could maybe get Shots and Lewis both.
Oh,
Or
Lewis
Lewis
spins. That's wow.
That's heartbreaking. On the run for a podium. Maybe.
He's doing very good on those mediums.
It is raining very hard now. The rain starts to pick up.
It is.
These guys are gonna.
I still think softs might be the call here. Alpe pitted for intermediates again. He does look to be struggling still.
And Fire King Shots. They're both around.
Oh no, they were both in very good positions. I didn't see it happen, but that sucks.
Shots got loose. And Shots got loose and spun. Or not spun, but got loose. And held up Fire King. Fire King ran to the back of him, having nowhere to go. Very, very heartbreaking for Fire King. He was going to run for P2. Very heartbreaking.
And Stevie Cat's on 29 lap old hards. He could get a puncher, you know. We saw a conducted pit. That just shows that he was definitely scared of those hards. Maybe didn't trust him enough. But
Stevie Cat gonna come into the final 2 corners. Gonna take it easy. He's got a big lead over Cart off the final corner. For now, Stevie Cat's gonna get the win. JSC Cart, who did pick up another penalty, so he might drop some positions. He's gonna come off the final corner for P2. Conductor's gonna get him. Conductor to the top. What?
Stevie Cat must have had penalties. I think he might even get more after the race because of that jump start. No, it wasn't his fault, but still.
Fire King
Possibly
after the contact P5 maybe P4 or P3. We'll see what goes on with post-race penalties. The current podium conducted Stevie Cat and Cart. I'm gonna invite the both of them. There's conducted Stevie Cat and JSE Cart. So podium has been invited. There's Cart. Yeah, we saw. You're a bot. There's Stevie. And there's conducted. So now we got the podium here. We'll start. We'll start from reverse. We'll start with P3. So P3 is JSC Carts.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Make sure your audio is included, by the
I'm
way.
fine. It is included.
Okay. Well, P3 currently, as it stands, we'll see what happens with post-race penalties.
Yes.
A fun and exciting last couple laps there.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens there. But as of right now, P3. How do you feel?
I'm happy because it's probably my only race in Tier 4 that I'm gonna do, unless Bianchi decides to let me do more. But I spun from the lead on softs and smashed my wing and caused VSC. But we were talking about the rain, and it just didn't get bad enough to like have to pit for inters, and then Alpe, we learned that from him. He pit for inters and then immediately pit for softs again. But I could get a win if I can get conducted a penalty for a dodgy send and hitting me into shot and hitting him off. So we'll see how it goes after the race. But I'm happy with P3 anyway. It's still a podium.
Yeah, like you said, as of right now, podium. Like we said, we'll see what happens with post-race penalties. Now you said you spun off the lead on the softs.
Yes.
And smashed
Yes.
your wing.
Yes.
When that happened, did you think your race was over?
Slightly, yeah, because I had to get round from a couple of corners with no wing, and I was in last, so I pit for hards, and then the weather really changed, and I was like, well, I fucked up, haven't I? Because it's gone from looking like a very nice day to being so dark, and probably rain, and then the rain hit, and it wasn't that bad. Didn't really go into conditions, so yeah, I was annoyed. I thought I was finished, but in the end, I wasn't.
Well, Wahmen, do you have any questions for Cart?
No, but I do have a question for conducted. I just want to know, how worn were those hards? Because you did pit for softs, so I'd assume that they were near puncture or past it.
Yeah, they were 87%, and I was basically just spinning out. Well, not spinning out, but I was on the verge of spinning out every corner, and I knew I had to pit. It was either pit or get a puncture, and then probably not even make it to the pit lane. So,
Yeah.
there was no way I was going to continue.
All right. Well, that's my question.
Alright, so, by the way, Cart did get P3. I'll get to conducted, actually, you finished P2, so, oh no, actually you won.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Let's
don't
see.
think I should have won. I think Stevie Cat should have won, but I don't know. that was all about.
That was a horrendous jump start from his AI. There's no way he doesn't get a penalty for that.
Yeah, so
It's
as
just
of
not
right now,
fair.
we'll start with
I didn't jump the start. I wasn't
I
in the
know the
lobby at
AI
the time.
Yeah, it was AI. but-
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he did gain like 18
He
seconds.
gained
off
like
it.
yeah. I think you might not have the same podium if the AI didn't decide to get a massive jump start and then not get a drive through at the same time.
Yeah, like we said, we'll wait to see what happens. But we'll start with what it said was P2. We'll go with Stevie. So, P2, P1, we'll see what happens. But you didn't, but your AI got a huge start, jump to start. And you pretty much kept the lead. You got back in, you kept the lead for pretty much the whole race. You were battling conducted, had some battles with Alpe, pitted under the safety car, and just made it on, was it 32, 33 lap hards? 31,
Yeah.
something around that. How'd you
Those-
manage
those
to make
hard-
those hards last?
Odds. I don't know how I made those hard last because not it said his was 87 when he made the pits, which was I find weird because mine were only 71 on the front left, so I guess through less corner cutting or less adventurous track extending, I managed to keep them in better health. I know I definitely wasn't going as fast as conducted, so it could have been that as well. So yeah, I think it was just my overall pace just being slower just helped me in conserving tyre life.
Well, Wallman, do you have any questions for Stevie?
No, I don't. Can't think of anything right now.
Alright, so now we'll go to what it said it was race winner conducted. As Wallman, as you was on the same strat as Stevie, was in puncture territory with the hards, decided to pit for softs. Some say you could get lucky with Fire King spinning out, shot spinning out. But how do you feel after that? Conduct.
Silence.
Oh wait, sorry. Well, sorry. I was just hoping, basically that people were going to spin out at the end with the worn tyres and that, and obviously it did, but it was quite lucky in the end. I wasn't very happy. I pitted as well, right? I pitted, and for some reason they repaired my wing, and there was nothing wrong with it. It was a completely the wing had nothing wrong with it. So then they just repaired that. I lost loads of time, so it was quite lucky they spun out in the end. But yeah, I was just hoping for that, to be honest.
Well, like I said, we'll see what happens. I've said this a lot already, but we'll see what happens with post-race penalties. I think that's all the questions I have. Wallman, you have any more?
No, I don't.
Alright, well, that is the race here for Tier 4 at Austria. As of right now, the podium is conducted P1, Stevie Cat P2, Kart P3. We'll see what happens, but that's the first race penalties. But we'll see you guys tomorrow for Tier 3 and Tier 1 here at the Red Bull Ring.